Hello and welcome to Limbo. So this game actually took me a little bit of time to get set up. Apparently, for some reason, OBS did not want to properly capture it. So I actually had to go ahead and mess with the settings a whole bunch here. But this is a little side-scrolling, puzzly, horror, platformy type of game that's going to be very, very interesting. It's a very old game. I think it came out mid-2000s-ish, like 2007, 2008. But it does a wonderful job of building atmosphere, and pretty early on has some pretty horrifying moments, and does a great job of the world building with what little you see. This apparently only uses arrow key and control as my options, or I can try to do it with a controller. I've played this in the past on a keyboard, so I'm going to try to go ahead and do that then, so my apologies if you hear a little more clicking than usual. But let's go ahead and get a new game started. And so it begins with us playing as a little boy waking up in the woods. Whatever else you want to say about this game, and this is kind of, I think, considered a spiritual, what do I want to say, precursor? Yeah, precursor to Inside. Yeah, I had to actually go ahead and hit a button to make my guy wake up there. Yeah, being a spiritual precursor to Inside, this is a very interesting game. They did a really good job with the art, if nothing else. Let's go on ahead and see. What do I have? So up is my jump, okay. And contrary to popular belief, oh yeah, there's those things there. They're little white grubs. Those are like a collectible thing, I think. Because, yeah, this is still from back when, like, achievements were very new. I don't know if that unlocks anything special or not. I've never gotten all of them, and I don't plan to get all of them. But, alright, so let's see. Control should be my interact button. Down doesn't do anything. Probably just for ladders. But, okay. Let's go on ahead. And yes, you can see there are spikes, and those spikes are going to kill me instantly. You can't really take any kind of hits in this game. You get hit, you're dead. And when I was scrolling down there, the game started making my controller that's still plugged into my PC vibrate, so got rid of that. So if there's like a weird noise that you just heard, that was what it is. Alright, so we have this little, I don't even know what you want to call that, basically a little crate of some kind. Climb it up. The puzzles aren't really going to be that complicated. They're mostly just timing puzzles, and things kind of like what we just saw. So let's go on ahead. I'm going to go down to the left because I don't remember exactly what's below me. I think directly below there is either spikes or it's water. Yeah, it's water, and if we go into the water too deep, we just drown. We cannot swim. There is no chance in hell of that. God, controlling a game with just arrow keys is really, really weird. So let's hop into the boat, let's cross the river, and let us see what else is next. The first, I want to say maybe quarter of this game, I'll try to mention it in the video when we get there. I recall a good chunk of what happens, and it's the kind of scenes that I think everyone is familiar with in this game, the particularly horrifying series of events that occurs. So we'll have to go ahead and, yeah, alright, let's go ahead and climb on out, but I need to actually grab the boat, drag it up here, and use this to climb up onto the ledge. Alright, that should hopefully be enough. Oop, come on. There we go. And then if I jump here... Yeah, I can say this control scheme did not particularly age well. It's very, very awkward to use. And this is an example of context-sensitive controls, which never quite work out as much as you'd like them to. They always feel a little awkward. So, like, all that time, I just had control press down, and he just grabs onto whatever the item is. Very, very simple, and for a game that's not this complicated, it might work, but, I don't know. I'm always a little cautious of it. So, these here are bear traps. I am almost certainly going to die to at least one bear trap at some point in this game, because they are a common trap that's lying around. If you do step into them, they kill you very, very viciously. There's, I want to say, I can think of at least two particular animations. Oh yeah, so here, there is a corpse of some kind that is tied to this. What we need to do is we actually need to get close to the bear trap. Put that down there. Hope like hell that I don't miss this jump and jump into the bear trap. Yeah. And we let the bear trap bite off that piece. So if it did that to a corpse, you can imagine what it's going to do to our little kid here. He's not going to have a fun time of it at all. This game does a really good job of the atmosphere building, though. I want to say... there was a particular description that was once used by someone, and it was... This game does a good job of making you feel like the insects, making you feel like an insect in a small, uncaring world. And that's very, very accurate, and it was said in the context of some stuff that's going to come up relatively soon, actually. I want to say, if memory serves, this game is going to go on... I think it goes on like a tiny bit too long for what it is. But it's been so long since I've played it, I don't remember. I remember thinking that the last handful of puzzles maybe took it a little bit too much. So, there's some water here. This crate does not float because it has holes in it. I don't know why I keep coughing. I think it's the weird weather going on here in my state. It makes me just not really feel the best. I haven't been sleeping well either. But... Oh, okay, so if I just press up, I actually climb that. So anyway, what I need to do is we actually have to go do a little bit of a swinging puzzle. And if we do that, nope, I think I might have been... I was either a little bit... Oop. Come on, game. There we go. Yeah, I think I might have been a little bit too low for that. So let's go ahead, let's try this again. There we are. Yeah, and there's gonna be a few times that some stuff is gonna happen that I'm gonna have to really rely on some speedy movement and speedy choices. Because if you don't, you're just gonna die. This kind of reminds me of the trailer for, I want to say it was one of the trailers for Little Nightmares. The little girl in that game, I think her name is Six. Yeah, I think her name is Six. There was a trailer and it was like the many deaths of Six or something like that. And all it did is it showed the various ways that Six could die in the game. And thinking of that, I kind of wonder if there's something like that. I mean, I'm sure there's like an all deaths compilation for this game. Oh, what? I just got an achievement. Okay. What was that then? Let's take a look and see. Oh, okay. I think it was just for getting that. Yeah, it was called like Altitude is Attitude or something. Yeah, whatever it was just something for getting that particular grub, I guess. Maybe this game didn't have achievements when it first came out. Or maybe it did on the, like, Xbox version, because I think this originally was way back when there was, like, the Xbox Live Arcade. I think this came out somewhere on that. Or at least one of those console platforms, because the controls are so simple. But I've only ever played this... I think I've played this exclusively on PC. Anyway, fair warning here. There's, if you don't like bugs, just stop, because this is not going to be pleasant, and I'm really dreading this. So, a couple more seconds. Anyone doesn't like them, go away. I've warned you now. So, that's a big fuck you, spider. So, what we have to do, it stabbed the ground. And what it did is it shifted the bear trap. We have to use it to knock the bear trap down. And you can see, as we get close, it kind of targets us. And then we need to run away. And, yeah, one more. Oh, God, this thing is... You know, I talked about it in Half-Life 2, that the people who made it did way too fucking well of a job animating the... the head crabs to be kind of spidery. They did way too good of a job animating these things, and they're just fucking horrifying. Ugh. Yeah, this is, I'm just kind of doing the puzzle bits, but anyway. Yeah, that thing, it's way, way too well animated. Okay, you come here, buddy. Alright, so I need to go ahead and I actually need to... Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's always a little bit of a hard thing, is pinning down exactly where it's going to target. There we go. And, yeah, if you didn't back up, that one, I think, normally gets you. So let's go ahead. I gotta move on up here. We need to go ahead and take off 3 of its legs, and then it crawls away. Ugh, no, thank you. Ugh. God, that is just horrifying. God, that's unpleasant. Oh well. Yeah, in case you can't tell, not a big fan of spiders personally. They are just awful monsters, and they, you know, I'm not a particularly religious person, but they are definitely proof that Satan exists. Ugh, disgusting. So let's go ahead and go on, and it's only going to get worse for the next little bit with this kid. We're in the spider's lair, and we're stuck. And we can't go back, we can't go forward. Ugh. Yeah. Spider's back, and he remembers us. And he grabs us. Yeah. This is just highly unpleasant. Entirely unpleasant, actually. So, this game does a really good job of using negative space, which is sort of the artsy bullshit term for basically doing stuff with, just blacks and whites and only doing things with the little bits that you can see. So, we managed to kind of struggle our way out, and luckily, because of the fact that the spiderwebs don't necessarily stick to each other like that, we can now move forward. This is this is just a nightmare, the idea of being covered in a spiderweb. Ugh. Alright, so let's go on ahead here. Yeah, and there's the problem with some of these. Because your movement when you're in this situation is you can only go in little hops, you can't really control it. It's really easy to do stuff like that, so I was trying to... Yeah, I was trying to get there, so sadly this is not going to be a no-death playthrough, although I think there is an achievement for doing the whole game with only 5 deaths. We're definitely not going to get that today. Okay. Yeah. So, now we have another little puzzle sequence. I need to smash this boulder down to knock off that particular little tree. And the problem is that if we're not careful... Yeah, that tree, if you move too far forward with that and you're not cautious, the tree comes down and it just clobbers you in the head, and then you die. So, now we get to roll our way across a whole bunch of broken tree limbs. I'm going to take a drink here, because maybe that'll stop me from constantly coughing the whole video. And our spider friend is back. Luckily, he decides to just kind of wait and see what the fuck we're doing. But I need to be very careful, though. I can't get too close to him. And once we get about to here... Yeah, I need to get moving, because otherwise he will just stab you in the neck. Yeah, and there's the kid. He falls down and probably gets a concussion from clocking his head on the ground. Still has a little bit of the web there, though. So, let's just run the fuck away, because that thing is awful. Oh, hello. Yeah, so that was a trap. You can kind of tell that's a little bit of a dummy. You can see, the wooden legs. Oh, and also, take a look at what's at the top of that rope. Somebody started to leave traps around, and we're going to go ahead and start seeing those individuals fairly soon, I believe. Yeah, this whole world that they have going on here is kind of brutal. Not even kind of. This whole world is just awful. It's something I would expect out of, a really dark Tim Burton film or something like that. So, anyway, there is now another little trap there. So I need to go ahead. I need to do that. And then I need to climb up. Yeah. There is so many ways to die in this game. Same there, actually. If you don't hop off, you either get speared through the eye with that little sharp bit there, or you end up just having a miserable time. Oh, climb. There we go. Oh, we are very lucky that that rock did not climb back down, or swing back around. This game's kind of tense, actually. Just because of how well it does the atmosphere and the world building and everything, it's... here we go. So, somebody has rigged up a model of a spider. And for some reason, they're using the very dull one. And it's this fucker. We actually can go ahead and grab this and play with it. Yeah, you can see in the background there's like a sharpened one, but I don't know, maybe they couldn't figure out a way to rig it up, or their plan was to rig it up. But they're trying to do something to deter people from visiting them. So, let's go, boy. I think I remember that. Someone rolled a burning tire down here. Someone is an asshole. I need to go on up here, I think... Yeah, I need to actually jump across that. I don't know if I need to jump across the fire or not, but... Oh yeah, there's two of them. So, there's a couple of kids at least, and we're going to see a little more. Actually, I think we're coming up on what's on the rest of this. Let me go ahead and take a look. Yeah, I don't really want to go into detail if we're going to come across the whole thing anyway. Yeah, there's a kid hanging. There's someone laying some kind of a trap for us. Yeah. This is like a whole, I don't know what you want to call this, a shanty town, a village or something like that of kids. And apparently, they're very authoritarian and willing to use violence to solve their needs. No, we can't chase that kid. As soon as you come up here, no matter how quickly you go, the rope gets pulled up there. And you can't jump across, because if you do, there's actually 2 bear traps there. So they do make you go up and around to do some world building. You can see a tire swing. Yeah, there's just nothing good going on here. So I'm going to leave before somebody gets to me. And specifically, I'm going to leave before that fucker gets to me. Because that fucker is still chasing us, and it looks like he managed to kill at least one of the kids that were in that village. And now we need to do something else that's very not fun. We have to wait, because he's going to weigh down the end of the seesaw here for us. And I'm going to have one chance to do this jump. And this jump is actually kind of difficult, if memory serves. And if you get too close to him, he just outright kills you. He just stabs you right through the neck, or the chest, or wherever you get stabbed. And I think there's a little bit of, yeah, there you go. See ya, fucker. However, he is not dead. We have to do one final thing to minimize his threat profile. Let's go on down. Yep, hey, buddy. Alright. That, hopefully, if we were lucky, it would go ahead and completely crush that bastard. Let's go ahead, hop on up here. Yeah, that whole idea, like I remember seeing that particular bit for the first time and just kind of being horrified at it. This giant fuck-off spider that's chasing you around. And I think there's a little bit of artwork that exists for the game. And what it's showing is, I think it's an alternate title screen or an alternate like menu piece of art. Yeah, it's alternate menu art, and what it is it's that spider spearing this kid through the neck and lifting him up. Oh, shit, hello. Hey, kids. So, our friend is not quite dead. We need to bait him into attacking us. And then pull off the limb. But we're not quite done. Oh god, it twitches, it twitches. You'll notice there was a spike pit. We have to use this to cross the spike pit. Ugh. I'm literally getting shivers from this, because this is just such a fucking horrifying concept. Yeah. God, okay, so that spider is now dead. We no longer have to worry about that fucker. And, yeah, someone was put in a cage and left to die. Apparently to get pecked to death by crows, which seems like a profoundly evil way of killing someone. But we do need these boxes, so let's go on ahead. I need to go up and over. I will say that regardless of how horrifying this game is, it's kind of a masterclass in game design elements. So, for example, you can tell that this is the one that you need because the rope is a little bit worn away. There's something on it that moves, so it draws your eye to that particular piece. As opposed to the other one, which is just there, but you can kind of tell it's a little bit of a platformy thing, a little bit of a puzzle going on, or at least as much of a puzzle as we can call jumping on a box. But this game is absolutely phenomenal, and I keep a... hello. Ah, yes, there are some grubs here. And the grubs are something new. I keep a list of a handful of games that have given me... I don't know the right word for it, maybe like elements or ideas or themes or such, or just examples of really well done game design. And this is on that list. This is one of those games that's just absolutely phenomenal at what it does, and it does it without... It's purely showing, not telling. I don't want to say the only, it's the best way to tell a story like this in a game like this. So let's hop out. Luckily bodies do float, but... You notice I talked about the grubs. Those grubs are not particularly friendly. Okay. I don't know what happened there as to why my jump key didn't work, but maybe I was too far forward. Yeah, and for some reason these people do float. We sink like a brick. But yeah, those grubs, they aren't our friends. They are going to be a colossal problem that we're going to have to deal with in the future. So, alright, so that's death number 2. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm just going to try not to rag on the little control issues that I'm running into like that. Like that second little hop there, that was nothing. Hello. So, you'll notice there's a tripwire here. Oh, fuck you. I'm not going to go down there because that big rock is going to fall down and kill us. Instead, we're going to go back. And we're going to grab this body. I really hope the audio comes through on this, by the way, because it does an amazing job of just being foreboding and kind of horrifying. But horrifying is the wrong word. It builds tension very, very well. Alright, so let's go ahead. I want to push this body into here. Yeah, so that kid left. That body is now a pancake. And you can see there's these things up there, these little... I don't really know what to call them. They're basically like those little barnacles from Half-Life. They like to eat the grubs. I don't believe that they're hostile to me. But, yeah, and you can see somebody else got stuck here. They are going to be friendly in the future. Alright. So, minor problem. I don't remember which one this is. There's going to be 2 of these particular platforms here. One of which, if you step on the middle button, it goes down and crushes you. The second one, if you step on anything but the middle button, it crushes you. So if this is one of the weird puzzles that I'm actually not crazy on because there's not really a way to solve it. And I don't think that I could have somehow grabbed the body and dragged it back. It's not like I can grab this one at all. So if I do die to this one's just gonna kind of be... I don't really know how to describe it. I don't want to call it unfair, but it's going to be... I don't know. This won't feel like an earned death if I'm wrong on this one. Yeah, okay, so that is the one there. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. Because that one there, it's like, you know, regardless, you're almost always gonna get caught in that one. And then there's this one here, which if you step in the middle, you're gonna die. Oh yeah, so somebody is stringing up more bodies and shooting darts at it. So let me go on ahead here. I think I need to jump across, but... What the fuck? Oh, okay. Well, that first kid fell into the spikes. He got crushed. And now we need to keep moving. Yeah, that was weird. I've never had that audio glitch occur, but I guess I can say nobody is surprised every time that I ever break a game anymore. But I guess I'll count that as, you know, this game's at least one glitch that I'll probably encounter, if not more. Yeah, something bad is going on here with this communities of people that are like, they're becoming authoritarian hellholes, more or less. So I need to do a couple of things. Let's actually go on down. This is, I think, kind of the first real puzzle, maybe. Let's go on ahead. I want to grab you and bring you all the way down to here. Okay. So there's that. Oop. I actually want to climb. I don't remember if there's anything down here, actually. Is there, or is this just a death pit? Okay, so that's just water. That'll kill me. What I need to do is I need to time this so that I have both ropes. Come on, climb. So I have both ropes down enough that both of the gates are open. This is going to be somewhat difficult to do because this is going to be a timing puzzle, and I recall this one actually being somewhat annoying to do. But that's why I have that... Don't go down, you'll get crushed. That's why I have that particular box down there, because I need to jump on it, and then jump on the rope, and keep it dragged down. So come on, kid. Grab it, there we go. And then if I can go ahead and maybe swing over to the other one... I'm just going to do a little bit more swinging. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. Nope, fuck me. Okay. Yeah, the control scheme's still throwing me for a little bit of a loop, I'll freely admit. So, alright, come on, let's do that. So, what I really want to do is I want to get you about... maybe about to the point that they're almost equidistant, and then just run like hell. Okay, there we go. That was easy enough. Okay, come on down. Trying to think on actually, how would I fix that one crusher puzzle? Oh, yes. So that is just a little burrowing guy that we're going to deal with later, I believe. So, what was I saying? How would I fix that crusher puzzle? I would probably make the little center bit there not completely flat. I would make it more jagged or a little bit roughened or something to kind of show that it's like clearly terrain or else otherwise walkable, or just do something. You know, looking back at it, you can kind of see that there's stuff there, that it's more of a straight line, but the whole thing is really made of blocks, so I don't really know what else I would do with it. But anyway, here's a grub. The grubs control where we walk, and the grubs do not like the light. So if we go into any kind of light, they go ahead and they make us turn around. Now, I can't go to my left here. I can only go to my right. And I can go to my right at various speeds. So I actually want to ignore that. We're going to head into the light. Yeah, and even if I try to fight it, it's going to just slowly drag us to the left. And what I need to do here is hop on up and then jump. If we messed up that jump, it would eventually make us walk into the water and kill us. So that's why we have to be careful. But these guys are my friends because they eat those damn grubs and out of my brain. So, I don't know. I wasn't sure if I needed that box, so I wanted to bring it anyway. Let's continue on. And those are going to get more and more complicated in terms of the puzzles. Alright. I'm going to head down here. Yeah, so there's one of those little guys who's trying to eat those mushrooms. So back there was a generator that was powered by basically a giant hamster wheel that we need to go ahead and power up. We need to get this little guy to climb on there. How we're going to do that is we're going to jump on here so that he comes out. And then... oh, really? Okay, that's weird. I seem to recall... I know for a fact that's the solution. Maybe I just need to give him more time to eat it or something? Or maybe it's because I was too far to the side. Huh. Oh, I think I might know. I think it's proximity based. So I'm going to see if maybe if I jump... Yeah. What? What the hell is going on here? Yeah, because what you're supposed to do is when you hop on down here, he should run all the way to the left and you chase him into the hamster wheel. And he goes ahead and he keeps on running and he powers up the system. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, okay, so that was just a timing thing. His animation was playing out, then he was running all the way back. Yeah, okay, so here we are. Alright, so he tries to run on out of here. We go ahead and... Oop, is it a push or a pull? We pull that, it goes ahead and it starts generating power. And that makes it rain. So you can imagine this is a minor problem considering we can't swim to save our lives. But we need to use this to put water into this pipe. And what that's going to do... Oop, actually, no, hang on. Get out of there. Get out of there, kid. Yeah, there we are. What we need to do is we need to use this to make a little bit of a jumping platform. And I think about there should do it. It's always hard to tell when there's only one of these in this game. Yeah, because then I need to be able to both jump out of here and be able to jump across to the other side. Alright. So let's go on ahead here, and the water will drop down pretty quickly as soon as we stop filling it up. I do think that it does stop filling at a certain point, though. Yeah, so that's, no matter what, it's only going to be that full. So if I go ahead and do this, and then if I run and go, perfect. Yeah, kind of insane that they have this technology that can control the weather like that, but that just kind of sells the idea of how bad this world has gotten. Stuff is clearly going very, very wrong. And now we're going on to the next section, but I believe... Well, actually, hang on, let's see. That looks like sludge. Can I climb this? Well, I can, but I decided to jump off because of the weird control scheme. Okay, let's go ahead and try this again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to end this video here, because it's been about a half an hour. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, we're going to continue going onward. We're going to encounter some more puzzles, some more creepy bullshit, and just all around have a really bad time. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you next time.